Ladies and gents, welcome. We've got a Halo Wars 2 show match for you today between Scootman and Darkangel. Taking a super quick look at this. This black screen, not that. We've got a 50-pound prize pool in this one, and the format is gonna be a best of 7. Hope you all are looking forward to this. I sure am. They're currently setting up, so we might be a minute, but I believe within short order we'll have their picks and bans available. The rules are essentially the same as what we expect in the Pro League. So they get one ban each down here. And then they can't do node strats and whatever. There's no repeat leaders, obviously. Good to see you all around in the chat already. Do you need Discord for it? Discord for what? For tournaments, yes. If that's the question. You do need Discord for our tournaments. Scoot has already joined me. It looks like I'm the host, which might be a problem in terms of their lag situation. So let me just ask them. We will have betting this one. Oh, they're doing it now. There we go. Hey Nyoki, welcome. Yeah, of course, this was the whole plan. We agreed to the show match a while back. Dark is actually putting up the money, so this is like his past winnings, and he keeps recycling it into show matches whenever he wins a tournament prize. So very much appreciate Darkangel here. Banning Kinsano, I don't appreciate that, but Scootman's banning his Pavium. So, I mean, with the thumbnail, I think I'm a bit of an influencer now, right? Like, I've put the Pavium on Darkangel, I've put the Kinsano on the Scoot, and now they're freaking banning it. So, this is absolutely unheard of. Well, the pick distributions are pretty even. Looks like Scootman set up a Shipmaster, Arbiter, Forge, Atriox, Cutter, Anders, Jerome. And Darkangel gets Colony, Yap Yap, Vordus, Decimus, Serena, Isabel, and Johnson. So it's like the Serena, Isabel, Johnson trio could be a little bit of a problem for Darkangel. Obviously, the best of 7, you might need to use all of these. Which is what makes this so hard to prepare for. A best of 7, you just have to know everything, right? Your only guarantee is that there will be one leader that you can ban that you never have to worry about. Every other leader you probably have to be able to play, because the other guy can pick some and whatnot. Yeah, you'll be left with certain leaders. Johnson, Isabel, and Serena, however, they can all excel in certain matchups in certain scenarios. So there's definitely potential here. Like, getting a Johnson bunker crawl on Mirage is definitely one of those matchups that you wouldn't be complaining about, to be completely honest. Love to play but don't have Discord. Just make a Discord. It takes minutes. I don't understand. Anyways, we've got other questions. Any chance of a Halo Wars free? No. No, not until structurally Microsoft changes completely. So they'd have to be willing to make smaller games for smaller gains, is essentially the situation that would require. And they're not interested in that. They, largely speaking, wouldn't want to engage in games that sell 2 to 3 millions and copies and cost, upwards of 20, 30, 40 million. So I just don't think that that's the kind of thing that they want to do. It's not cost effective enough for them, you know? Like, there's a profit margin there, sure, but it's Microsoft. just listen into one of their earnings reports and you tell me if that's the attitude they have. What I could see happening is them putting Halo Wars 2 on Steam, because that's actually mathematically reasonable and in line with their strategic objectives. It's just not a new game, you know, but like the return for capital would be in line with what Microsoft is all about. So I could absolutely see it there. That's more of a free for free thing that they don't want to do it. Right. Alright, we're still getting Darkangel to try and join. We got Bedrock as the map pick, which I've already had selected. And we still need the Dark Gamer to join. I'm trying to invite him, but you guys know I always complain about the Xbox app. It doesn't work very well. We're working on it. Trying to get these guys in the lobby. Cool. Now we know the map and Darkangel is in here, so I'm gonna start the betting processes. And you'll have 10 minutes to place your bets. As you see so many people already around, well, I think there's no reason to wait any longer. I think for the map, we should be expecting something along the lines of Shipmaster or Atriox from Scoot. You know, there's a lot of expanding you can do. Tier 2 gameplay is just solid. I would say Arbiter is good, but Rift is even better, so that makes a lot of sense to me. Decimus or Colony from Darkangel, Yap Yap, these are prime picks on Bedrock because of all the mini bases, all the large economies you can put together, all the map control you can have in the middle if you're ahead. And Decimus just enjoying the little base islands, you know, with the flyboys later in the game. Anyways, I think it is time for us to kick off this map intro. I'm just gonna wait for this ad to go away. It pops up, it might as well count, right? And off you go, great gamers. Off you go. Good luck, have fun to the players. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Halo Wars 2 show match here with a best of 7 between two high-level players. We've got Darkangel in the blue color, playing as Johnson, of all things. The first pick being Johnson is not something I expected, but it is here. That's what we're gonna see. Scootman on the other side is playing Shipmaster, and we already got an engagement down the middle here with the Grunt coming over to bully the Jackrabbit, so that's interesting. There are 50 pounds on the line. The winner takes it all. It's going to be a best of 7. And Kinsano and Pavium are banned, so you're not going to see those. And the rest are distributed with our draft system, of course. Jackrabbit should be taken out there. But, oh! Really good dodge by Darkangel. Doesn't have a line of sight over the other mini bases, so Scoot could have stolen something, but he's prioritizing picking up the resources in the middle, which makes a lot of sense, you know. I mean, you are already there, you're controlling the territory, you might as well pick up the resources, get the second generator, and then get the mini bases. Oh man, Kimber dropping 1,000 bits on us. Thanks very much. Thanks very much indeed. Is there a bet? Yes. Yes, there is. That's a prediction. Double generator for Darkangel as well, to nobody's surprise, to be honest. This is fine. Second gen getting upgraded by Scoot. He's already got almost 600 power. This is nuts, and that's without capturing any power nodes, which I do hope he gets around to. Like, just pump out a few grunts, right? Really can't hurt. But he did complain earlier that his hands are cold, and, you know, I think I can visibly note that because he's, like, not taking the mini bases. He's getting an expo now, so I guess he's really feeling confident about where he is in terms of the economy. They've got an armory coming up for Darkangel in the back as well. He's using the safety of maximum marine range right now to take out the sentinels. He's attack moving as well. A little bit unconventional, but hey, if you have 3 marines, in my opinion, you can just fight them directly. It's gonna be faster than using max range, and, you know, 2 of them shooting, 1 of them capturing. That's good enough. Scoot's doing something similar with the grunts, but he's got 4, so he could have captured. Harvesters coming up on the new base and on the rear mini as well. Scoot's reached tier 2. Everything's in good order, but he does not have any production yet. So I'm guessing all his power will be just spent right into, you know, upgrading pads. Even bigger economy. There's no engagement whatsoever, but we're going to be seeing a foundry, and supposedly we will also be seeing a raid camp, but it could be a tier 3 skip, which would be really weird because it's not very good against Johnson. So I'm not expecting that, but I'm almost starting to read that from this. You like the addition of the Hellbringer there. And we've got an extra base for Darkangel coming up as well. Alright, to reply to Dominic, yes, they are apparently preparing more Halo games, including some spin-offs. That's the rumors anyway. I seriously doubt it's a Halo Wars 3. I mean, they specifically said before that they're not gonna make it. Locust is out, okay. Is it just double Locust? Yes. He's just massing Locust, this is nuts. Okay, Scoot is probably trying to set up some kind of teleport magic with this. This is very unconventional for the matchup, especially. If Darkangel was to respond with Pelican, you know, Pelican gunship, not gunship, but transport, that could go a really long way. He's going tier 2 himself now. If he has a bunch of Mantis, and he can Pelican around with them, then these Locusts are going to be in serious trouble, even with teleportation access. Scoot's Expo is getting a little weak, but, you know, we're also getting pretty close to 4th point. He's still going to get out an Apex, which try his best with the Locust to hold the high ground. I mean, it is to counter maybe the bunkers, but there's nothing in the bunkers. It's not threatening. Still, Scoot continues to pump the Locust. Yeah, highly unconventional stuff. I'm really curious how that's gonna go. I can't say I cast this kind of scenario a lot. Nice dodge against that EMP mech. Just teleporting back home. The numbers are still good. Shields will come back. No worries about that. Dark's now trying to pump some Mantis out. And Hornets, actually. Really surprised by the Hornets, but hey, they work, they work. Just so easy to add in a bunch of Reavers from this position for Scoot. He's almost full pop, so, you know, with Spirit support, I don't think the Locusts are going to take that much damage. This is massively threatening to Dark's base. He doesn't have a lot of units right now. 32 population only, so that's kind of worrying. And the bunkers aren't doing anything here. Nice little stun. Buys a little time. Emphasis on little. Oh boy. Yeah, the anti-vehicle turret's a pretty good idea. These beams are going wild. But at the same time, Scoot can't really engage. There's a hero here as well. More units are getting pumped by Dark. I would love for him to do a little bit more production though. Like there should have been a second garage, I feel. But at the moment, Scoot can just use his excess money to build extra bases apparently. Ooh, hitting that power extractor is huge. But there are Reavers. They'll defend it. And Dark isn't even microing onto the weak one. Okay, well, those are goners probably. And now he can't defend himself against the main attack, to be honest. This is not looking so good. Maybe he has EMP Mac ready to go. During the beam! Now is a great time to EMP Mac this. Will he do it? No? Oh, man. He's lost Johnson and the mech. Could have been so good. Also, isn't Dark is not on 4th point? What? How? Well, Scoot's ready to go tier 3, and I think he's gonna destroy the main. That's too many Locusts. Dark just wasn't ready for this. His Expo is nowhere near. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's Scoot win. That's a disaster for Dark, but I mean, he only burned Johnson, right? He can recover from this. Scoot has Shippy as one of his strongest leaders, to be honest, if you ask me. We'll see how they proceed from here. A lot of people betting on Dark yet. Maybe in game 2 that will change, because this way nobody makes anything, right? So, you know, consider that. Nobody wins if the bet is completely one-sided. Let me find out what Dark wants next. Yeah, we can update all the leader information. Oh no, he went digging into... No wonder that didn't help. Oh no. And Scoot went Gen first. Alright. I thought that was Gen second by the time I looked there. Okay. We are talking on Discord, not in game. That's what happened. We're gonna go to Mirage. Get ready, gamers. This is gonna be probably one of the maps that's good for more UNSC usage, but I wouldn't be shocked if we're gonna see some Vortis. I mean, these are the available leaders, right? So let's say we're gonna get a Vortis or Connie versus Atriox. That's absolutely reasonable. I think we could see that happen. They're really good at controlling the middle anyway. And Vortis makes a lot of money from attacking the minis. It would be a good pick. Let's see if they do it. Ladies and gents, welcome to Mirage for our game 2. Darkangel is bringing Colony here, a really solid leader. I thought he might bring Vortis, but Colony is also super solid. I'll explain why in a second. Scootman is going to be bringing Anders, who's good, but could be struggling with this a little bit. So let's talk about Colony. First off, you have the chopper advantage against UNSC. The Marines honestly can't hit them unless they're point blank. Look, this all you gotta do with the chopper is just swivel it a little bit, right? Obviously, UNSC can hide in the garrison, but if you do that, you're not gathering resources for a long time. They will be safe, but you're giving Banished this barrel. Normally you give them this as well, but this time Scoot managed to steal it with the rabbit. That was interesting. And the other thing is you give them this mini base to steal, so that allows for a lot of pressure from the Banished. Even if it's not necessarily rushing to the main, although it could be that, you have access to this power node for a long time. You know, Goliath, Hunter Captain, whatever it's gonna be, is gonna be rather scary. We are gonna see a defensive raid camp to clear out this one, and Scoot might actually get a middle mini base if he's lucky. But Dark has the money, just not the vision. He needs to send this skit over here to buy the middle mini. Otherwise, Scoot will do it, which would be terrible news for Dark. Of course, if you're going for a Capitano or too many Goliaths, then Sniper Spartan play can absolutely hard counter that. That's something to be mindful of. You probably don't want to spam Jackrabbits into potential Hunter Captain, though. That would be disastrous. Sure, you can go around and pick off mini bases, but then they show up at your base with the Capitano, and what are you gonna do? You would still need a Spartan to try and beat that. You would still need turrets and snipers for the Goliath drop, probably. Well, and the Capitano himself. You need the snipers there. Okay, we got a bunch of skids here. The skid chopper is now on. Scoot never gave Dark many opportunities to do anything with the chopper, which is pretty good for UNSC to hold on to your early units. But it comes at the great cost of, you know, the middle pick-me-ups. Interesting that Dark didn't ever go for the middle mini. He's cosplaying a 2v2 game where people typically lose if they grab that. At some point it will pay off, so it really just depends what you're able to get done with it. We got upgraded Jackrabbits for Scoot. I mean, they're cheap to upgrade with Enders. R&D gives a massive discount for techs. We also got the Spartan. I'm not sure if it's... there's the upgrade. Okay. That's interesting. You gotta be really careful with these Goliaths and not overproduce them, because the Jackrabbits will be owning them pretty hard. Actually, mass Jackrabbits against too low number of choppers could work out really well. That's a bit of a donation there. We've got a super nice stun from the Spartan. That was with hijack done, by the way. That's how you can track a target so well. Otherwise, you'd be just targeting the ground. And then Scoot clicked off the Spartan before the capture procedure started. Gonna see a bit of reset micro here on the rabbits to make the turret not come up fully. The suicide grunt is it's a choice. It's a wrong one, but maybe if the suicide grunt can connect with the Spartan, that would hurt. It didn't really, but it did some damage. And the choppers are in a pretty good number at the moment. Nobody took the middle still. And more skits are being made as well. We might see some more choppers. But Dark isn't going to be able to upgrade those choppers. And meanwhile, Scoot has been enjoying this power node advantage as well. He could be thinking about a second generator right now with this unupgraded supply pad getting recycled. I think it just happened. Yes. And great opportunity to take out a mini base here. The Spartan can guard. I'm not sure if the Spartan could also do a mine combo. That would be fantastic, I think, for Scoot. He's played this very well, and now somehow he has the middle. I don't know, guys. If you go for Capitano with a bunch of choppers and skits, add in engineers, and mostly do Goliaths from the drop, or only make Goliaths after all this is made, I think that's probably a better way to do this. Because that way you necessitate the snipers, which are flimsier, easier to pick off. The snipers get sniped. See what those rabbits can find here. They're just searching for a target, really. But maybe the Marine can just go and capture power nodes and whatnot. Gotta take care of the grunt first, but attacking the main, I don't know about that. There are plenty of choppers. You gotta be a little careful with the rabbits. They're flimsy. Certainly not bad, but they are flimsy individually. I like the drop turret here. That will keep the choppers away. And buys time for the Spartan to show up. The turret gets taken down. Very nice for the rabbits. Weak ones might be able to even regenerate now. You can take a fight after that. Yeah, Spartan's already getting in their way. Very good positioning from Scoot. Got a Goliath drop in the back. It's gonna pick off this advanced generator. I'm not sure if there was a building being made there either. But it's possible. Scoot is tier 2. He's gonna try to get up that garage, but fortunately with his turrets, he's not gonna be suffering too much damage. It's okay to lose the generator here. You're so far ahead as Scoot already, right? Not a huge problem. Oh, the upgrade just finished for the Spartan, so rocket launcher is in. Shields are down, but that will come back anyway. Don't need to engage in the meantime. And one rabbit in the turrets. Cleaned up in the back. Sure, the garage got denied, but it's okay. You'll get around to it. No base for Dark. No tier 2 starting up for Dark. Massive... Oh, wait, he is tier 2. Maybe with the Hunter Capitano, he can turn this around and get focus beams, get some more skits out. This should be fine once he has everything going, and then he can get Devastating Host. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just... I'm starting to worry a bit because Scoot is fairly rich himself. He's not losing a lot of units, so he doesn't have to worry much about the replacement costs. And because of that, he will be able to afford... he will be able to afford the Retriever Sentinel soon enough. Never mind, he just spent all his money. Buying a new base and everything. He's not in a rush with that. But actually establishing a new base and going Warthogs will give him more leader power points. I'm not necessarily sure... Oh my god, he's getting vehicle upgrade 1 for the rabbits. That's epic. Right, he might just be looking to get a little bit further ahead. I'm not sure if he has Sentinel Synergy. That's one thing to consider, I guess. The Warthogs will do great against choppers. Once you have like 5 or 6. This is just entirely unfeasible. But Scoot is giving Dark some time to recuperate here. If he gets his Capitano with Siphon Overcharge, this crew is not gonna have a great time. And drop turrets buying some time there. Taunt goes through, at least on some of these targets. Spartan right now not being particularly useful. And actually, I'm pretty sure he will go down, so that stun right there is extremely important. Getting the Hunter Capitano to focus on the turret. I'm not sure how that happened, but still those vehicles are pretty weak, and the Capitano doesn't care. He's siphoning so much from this. The engineers are keeping him alive. Sure, the choppers will be going down, but the Capitano is forever. Scoot has 2,000 power. It's only a matter of moments until he unlocks the Retriever Sentinel. He probably just did. He probably has Sentinel Synergy, but his base is destroyed, so that little avenue is no longer open. I really like the engineer getting a skit as well. Battle hardened instead of teleport? Dude, Darkangel today is really struggling with picking the powers. And there goes the Sentinel. There's no big drop for Darkangel. What is happening? He went for an expo against Anders at 10 minutes? No, 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 no. You can't. That is the worst time to do it. You have the opportunity to drop in the big boys with the 2-star Reaver. I know the Spartan would probably steal it. That's why it was so important to kill that Spartan, right? Instead, there was a bit of a miss micro on the turrets, and I think Scoot is absolutely going for the punish here. Every single building is going to get taken up. Even the Capitano can't handle this. Yeah, there goes the crew, but the Spartan wants the business too. Wait, is he going to actually get the Spartan kill there? Taunt might make it possible. Ooh, I think it's done. Well played, Dark. That might bring the comeback. At the cost of 3 buildings. Maybe the expo will help. Need to see some more Reavers though. That's important. He's on the case. Woo! That was by the skin of his teeth that he survived, and things are still not looking good. Don't get me wrong, this is not good yet. Please destroy some mini base. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Silly Reaver. Okay, it's bringing a friend now. Yeah, I know, guys. I know, guys. Instead of that second base, there should have been like 5 Reavers. That's like your objective for 10 to 11 minutes. Absolutely correct to point that out. But now there's a decent number of them. At least 3. That's not a Reaver. But we should be getting even more. Let's just see if that base can manage to survive in the meantime. I mean, the engineers are buying some time here. That should be even more done now. Let's see if the Spartan manages to steal a Reaver or not. Looks like or not. Oh! Tods? There's a clip for that. You all know it. Base is destroyed. Sentinel moves on to get even more value. It's not that easy to chase with the Reavers, right? I mean, they're just slower. You can run away with this thing. Nice little takedown. Barely took any shield damage, honestly. It's fantastic outcomes. And we're gonna see a lot of Warthogs and Wolverines now. Wolverine's important here to clear out those engineers. They just reduce the damage too much without that. Still, the Warthogs are gonna have a tough time with the Hunters. Shields are back on the Sentinel. Scoot has population upgraded. And probably from here on, he'll be looking to get tier 3 done. Probably a good idea to have some Warthogs around by the expo. Stop any of these Goliaths just spawning in and creating chaos. Pretty good little fleet. Scoot also getting to expand on the left is a pretty big deal. If he manages to. I mean, looks like Dark will go and check it, but that's not safe to do. He's not a really mobile guy here. His mini base is gonna get hit, and then his main is still open, although it is shielded this time around. There's also an anti-air, anti-vehicle turret combo. Good idea to leave the Wraiths only behind. They can deal with this. Could have left the Locust maybe, but I don't know. Aha, Spartan stealing a Reaver there. Shield is gonna get destroyed super quickly. So many Sentinels, and we're also gonna get a big ability cast. Hits the Locust and kills it. Reaver's almost dead. The 2-star one is under heavy fire. Not sure how much longer it can take that. The engineers need to repair. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Spartan will probably steal another thing momentarily. Whenever he wants to, he can go for it. Ready now. Oh, there's no more Reaver. Nothing to steal. Nothing to worry about. Target to base, I guess. He's ready. Scoot can also call in another Retriever Sentinel once he has the money for it. As the cooldown's over now. It's even more threatening. Did you just straight up kill the Capitano? I mean, no, it's getting started up. But I think you can just target the main and it's over. Oh. Well done to Scoot. That was solid in every way. Colony can be really scary here, but I think Scoot just handled everything exactly how he needed to. You know, the Jackrabbit strat has some vulnerabilities with choppers just outperforming them, and then the Capitano obviously being a massive counter to rabbits. Either way, next map pick is gonna be Darkangels. Let's find out what he wants. Here's the progress thus far. I'm gonna find out what's next. And here's the leaders that are still available. Just waiting for information from Dark here. In the meantime, you guys could check out that pinned message. We have a 2v2 charity tournament coming up on the 20th of December. You can join that right now, anytime. Bring your friend, obviously. $200 are in the prize pool. So this is for Extra Life Hershey, and it's sponsored by Retro Mobile Arcade. Let's actually check that out. So the owner is a huge fan of Halo Wars, actively plays and everything, and he's got this company where you can basically book this arcade trailer, right? And it's a US thing, right? He's a US veteran himself, and he's sponsoring this. Thank you very much indeed. And the actual fundraiser here is a charity, obviously I said that, for Children's Miracle Network in Pennsylvania. The goal will be to raise $500 throughout this. You can already donate, and during the event we'll be doing some donation matching activities as well to boost that number further. So do look forward to that. As for the rules, it's going to be pretty much standard Rising Star style. However, everyone will be able to play. As for the pros, we're going to break them up so that they can't team up with, you know, stacked players in one team. So the S and the A tier players will have to pick someone in B or lower. Right, the links are in the chat. It's pinned. Please click it. Please participate. Even if you don't think you'll win, it's still entertaining to watch, and you'll give us the more games there are, the more chance we have to make sure that we actually hit that goal and provide some life-saving equipment for those sick kids. Unfortunately, some of those kids have rare diseases. It's really brutal stuff. The representative from Extra Life Hershey will actually give some thoughts on that when the time comes. You might cry. Fresh cut. Yes, I had to. It's getting out of control. Okay, next map is gonna be Vault, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get going with that. More mobile leaders should be on the table here. What is my bet gonna be on this one? I'm gonna say Isabel and Decimus for Dark. For Scoot, probably gonna be Atriox, Cutter, Forge. Yeah, one of those. Maybe he's keeping... he's definitely keeping Arbiter, I think, for Rift. So we'll find out about that. But there's nothing wrong with an Atriox on Vault, okay? Like, typically, you go for the more mobile leaders like Cutter and Forge. But I think an Atriox is perfectly viable as well. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna click the button now. Players are still going to be picking their leaders. You can pick your player bets, however. So please do that. That way somebody will at least win, right? Alright, we've got our setup. Let's get in there. Ladies and gents, we've got game number 3 of this 50-pound show match. Darkangel is playing as Vortis. A bit of a surprise, I think, for Vault. We'll have to really see what the plan is. On the other side, Scootman, red color, Forge. Nothing unexpected with that. Forge is just highly mobile, leans into vehicles. The Forge Hog can just follow around your early rabbits and make them really powerful. You got a massive economy. You can expand behind your map control, get Warthogs out, do much more of the same, just with better units. Then ultimately switch to a tier 3 Vulture swap, where this base to this base is a pretty quick reinforcement distance because of the teleporters. And you can hit very hard there. Chopper harassing the Marine a little bit, stopping some pickups. Really good value for the Chopper's time. And meanwhile, Dark is also stealing a little bit of resources. He didn't actually go for spoils. He went for mines, so that's going to be really interesting to see. Vehicles struggle a little bit with goo. Basically, they get slowed down significantly when they run over it. That's an opportunity for chopper rams to strike. We'll see if that's going to be what happens, but it really should be. Dark is yet to buy the side mini bases, but because he's doing a pressure build with the chopper, because he's dropped a mine, because his grunts are running around a little bit, it's not going to be as trivial. And you know what? Chopper plus, Jackrabbit plus Marine does beat Chopper reliably. The Chopper likes to target the Marine if you wiggle, and that gives you opportunity with the Jackrabbit to actually do some damage. But if you are very good at swiveling, you can dodge shots for a very long time. Wasting 2 units is pickup times. Dark has done most of the collection on his own side. Now he's pumping grunts. Funnily enough, not choppers. That could be a mistake. We'll find out. But anyway, Scoot is not wasting any time. He's getting that Forge's Warthog. He's just leaning into his leader's, more powerful angles. There will be, however, a barracks just in case. We might see Hellbringers right away, but maybe not. I think this is reactive, so you'll see if he'll need them. Anyway, Forge Hog is out. It's getting upgraded right away. Okay, there are going to be Hellbringers as a preemptive choice. Does that just mean with the extra Marine as well that there's not going to be Jackrabbits? Okay, this might be more aggressively set up. Huh. Dark's going into choppers, which is the correct response. There's also some broods getting made, which, does make everything a little bit tougher. If you just go pure chopper, you have an opportunity of getting their upgrade as well, you see. 2 choppers already causing some chaos here with the freshly made infantry. The Hellbringers definitely don't like this, but great ammo round hit from the Forge Hog. I'm surprised Scoot didn't go and chase after them. But I mean, if he comes around them later, that's also still good. They're gonna avoid each other, largely speaking. There's more choppers coming from Dark. Triple pumping, and also some brutes getting made. Looks like they're heading to the main, trying to do some damage, but there should be already a turret from Scoot. Yes, there is. And he's also working on a second generator, upgrading it right away the moment he can afford the upgrade. You do need only 240 power here with Forge. That's a nice aspect. Ooh, great mine detonation there to protect himself with. That was a blast. Well, very limited usefulness from the Brute here, but at least slows down the Warthog, gets a few hits in, the Sentinels keep shooting at it. That's not a bad thing. At least some health damage gets done. Choppers looks like... They look like they've cleaned up a little bit over there. I'm still not sure Dark has the upgrade for them. It didn't look like it. Yeah, they don't. Second turret's done. Scoot starting to add some rabbits now. Doesn't want to deal with this crew. Very understandably so. I want to see that second generator, maybe even a third generator for Darkangel, but I don't think we're there yet. Mine is ready to go. I wonder if he's gonna go for a dropped in Grenadier Boy. That would be pretty good. When there's so much infantry especially, you just hit them, they eat the goo. Lots of damage potential with that. But also this Brute Jump and Mine combo is looking rather good. Well done. Amble round actually misses. This is a huge opportunity for the choppers to do something, but they're gonna get bombed. Oh god. Oh, that's rough. Still kill the entire army of Scoots, and our boy is gonna have to go into Tier 2 play from here. Darkangel slowly but surely catching up. I would love to see a base for him because he's so rich right now. Just pump a few more grunts out because capturing the power nodes would be a huge boon that he can speed himself up with a little bit. It's good that he's already on the job. But we're just not seeing that base. He really wants his Tier 2. I think he would benefit more from having the base, and also he's not fighting Scoot out there. You know, you could at least lure in the Warthog to protect the Expo. Maybe you get a kill on that, maybe not. Maybe you lose all the choppers and he still gets the base. So that is a risk, I know. I think it's worth trying to do damage. Dark is getting insanely rich. I don't like it. All that money not getting spent, man. And as for Scoot, he's getting more and more Warthogs out the longer we wait. Perhaps a reinforcement line pickoff could help. It's a great incursion that Dark is doing here. Liking that mine too. Oh, nice. A little late to shoot there. Looks like Tier 2 is almost done for Darkangel, excuse me. We've also got the Extractor coming up. Third one. You can make a fourth one. I actually think he should. Start getting Hunters out the moment he can and just get a fourth gen. Let's go. That's not a fourth gen. Warthog army is definitely getting scary right now. Defensive aura has been researched as far as I can see. My production is on the mini bases. That can be a risk. Very awful timing for the Hunters to be here at this point in time. If there had been 4, that would be a very different kind of encounter. But Scoot absolutely cleans this up. The Chopper's looking for a counter attack. Oh, sorry, that's not Choppers, that's Grunts. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And this Expo is probably gonna get cleaned as well. Dude, Scoot's just rinsing everything he can find. Dark had a good Tier 1, but then he didn't spend his money. And now he's facing the consequences of that. Look how rich he is. Holy cow. He can go tier 3 if he wants. Maybe attempt something with tier 3 stuff. I don't even know, man. Like, you can't go for this hero here. He just gets kited, right? Our boy here can scoot and shoot. GG is gonna be caught by Dark. And Scootman gets another point on the scoreboard. That puts Dark on match point. He needs to make something happen in the next one. There's no choice. Alright, quick update for our trackers. Just need to do all the clicks real quick. This is where we are at the moment. Waiting for the next map pick from Dark. Might be the last one, I hope not. That would be a very short show match today. I hope it doesn't come to that. But you, Twitch chat, you can also get your non-payout because once again, none of you voted on Dark. You can get your moolah back, alright? The available leaders can be seen here. Dark thinking about the next map very carefully, guys. He needs to pick something that he knows really well. He wants to win today. That's 4 victories required in a row. Very difficult to do in the best of circumstances. But I think it's fair to say that Scoot does have a massive experience lead over Dark. For now, Dark is playing absolutely everyone. He's playing in all the tournaments. If he can get past this whole spending thing, I think that's his big... What's the word for this? This big barrier of entry at the moment to the very top level. If you can break that down, that's the major step that he requires, I think, right now. Spend that income better. Oh! Wait, no. There was no map info. Did Dark think it was best of 5? No. Don't see why he would. Although we were waiting for several minutes now. Ah, he's typing. Badlands. Maybe he had a quick power shower. You never know. Alright, gamers, I will send you there now. Badlands. Mobility. Isabel Decimus. Maybe even Yap Yap, to be honest. Not Serena. Arbiter's good, Cutter's good. Atriox is good as well. I wouldn't necessarily go Jerome there, personally, but maybe I'm wrong. Badlands. Alright, the players are currently picking their leaders. You guys go and place your bets in the Twitch chat, please. This time somebody put at least 10 points on Dark. It's not much, but you could get a massive payout. Don't forget. Great to see so many of you hanging out, especially on YouTube. Nice one. And don't forget to sign up to our charity tournament, by the way. Once again, the link is in the pinned chat. Ooh, we've got the leaders. Okay. Ladies and gents, this is Darkangel's last hope. He's bringing the Yapper to it. If anyone can make it happen, that's one of them. And on the other side of Badlands, we've got Scoot. He's bringing the Cutter. Solid leader throughout and on a wide open map. The ability to reinforce your pushes with drops could be huge. But Yap Yap, you can get a huge mini-base lead early on and just have an army that you can't easily handle. So let's see how that pans out. You typically want your top mini-base as banished, as well as the bottom one, and just fight it out in the middle, because UNSC is going to have a tough time with your better barracks units, to be honest. There could be an opportunity there with, you know, the Spartan maybe overwhelming you, but I mean, you're supposed to also have a good bunch of choppers to keep the Spartan at bay with a bunch of rams. Yeah, Metalwood says YouTube video player is nice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, during a live stream, you look away, right? And you want to catch what just happened. You just click back in the timeline. With Twitch, you have to go back to the separate VOD page, which is not as up to date. So you can't just go back 20 seconds, which is very annoying. You have to like use a clip to see. It's kind of haggard. Alright, some bullying off the Marine is gonna happen. Build orders have been really classic. I'm surprised to see a supply pad here. Oh, the Jackrabbit strat is something I absolutely didn't expect from Scoot, though. I really thought this was gonna be like Marine, Spartan, Sniper or Hellbringer. But it's none of those things. It's just rabbits. Dude, if Dark leans into this with heavy grunts, that could be huge. But UNSC being able to capture 3 mini bases on this is highly unusual for sure. I mean, Yap Yap, you don't have to spend on the chopper early on, right? You just take the 2 minis, you put a mine there, and you're good to go. That should be it, in my opinion, anyway. Squeeze Mini is on the struggle bus. We also got Tickle Boy over here. Where did I get my shirt? That's an official developer shirt. It didn't ever get sold. I also got some from Gamescom, but those were much lower quality. I mean, this one is kind of on its way out as well, unfortunately. I'll probably have to design a replica and have it printed. But this is still the original from 2017. Well, the Jackrabbits are on a counter-offensive. They are upgraded. They are battering this turret a little bit. And honestly, Dark doesn't have a lot of units ready to protect against that. There is a little bit of a squad here. I'm surprised to see the Methane Wagon as part of the hit squad. It's interesting. Now let's see what that chopper can do. If you swivel it, you can dodge a lot, but that's not happening here. Could be fatal. But so far it's only turrets going down. Problem is, this is gonna get much, much worse. Scoot is getting very close to unlocking ODSTs with every kill, including cannon fodder. They're gonna give you leader power XP. So, you know, if Scoot just finishes those off, he will be able to drop in an ODST almost right away. He just needs money now. He's weary of the choppers, of course. I think you hold the ODSTs at this point. Like he's just seen that the choppers are around, right? So you want to engage them when they're stunned, ideally. There's absolutely no rush to drop in the ODSTs for the base. And just hold them for the right moment. Make use of that stun. In the meantime, you can bully the buildings. Of course, you have to be careful because they might just get beamed. Okay, there it is. A huge stun off on the choppers. Some of them will be going down right away without doing any damage. And the ODSTs are still alive and well. Do remember, Scoot will be able to split very well with Jackrabbits because they're so fast. But actually, that's a pretty good beam considering the speed of the rabbits. Holy crap, that's actually amazing as a beam. But there's still nothing left for Darkangel, just a lot of money in the bank as usual. And that's a fatal mistake, as I've pointed out. The guy with better spending capabilities will just have more stuff than you. And when you have more stuff than the other guy, you're going to win the battles extremely hard. And that is what we're looking at right now. I'm pretty sure Scoot can just stick around here with the ODSTs until they recharge once more. And maybe demolish some more buildings. Generators already down. Dark does have the mini bases at least up top. And he's starting to work on some of these power nodes, which is not bad. But I mean, he's losing his base. There's no generator. Scoot is going to be on 4th point. And once he unlocks archer missiles, he just drops them across this segment, hitting 4 buildings plus the middle of the base, obviously. That would be absolutely devastating. He's currently resetting the rabbits to destroy the extractor, and Dark is just kind of chilling out there. Never got a large number of units out. If he had heavy grunts with EMP plus methane, I think this could have maybe gone very differently though. second extractor. Very necessary, but unfortunately Scoot is about to unlock his archer missiles. I'm sure he'll use it. No? Don't tell me he went for Diego. No way. He's on 5th point. Drop turret? What? Okay, I guess that would have been better in the fight. Oh, Grunt Dome. Anyway, what's Scoot working on? Still making rabbits? What? It's tier 2. Starting to set up. Everything is upgraded. Actually, Dark's map control is starting to really pay off. Like, these mini bases have been an extra base for him, right? And he's working on an actual extra base. He's also got 2,000 resources in the bank. You'll need to heal this at some point, but... Oh my god, he's so hard stuck in tier 1. Give us a 3rd generator, Dark. Make a Mexican generator. I'm serious. It would be good. This is a good time for a Mexican gen. You can afford it. Oh, the STs are back. Oh god, the 3rd generator is right in their reach. Bit of a disaster here. And that's gone to more generators. Spent some of the money, but we're still at 2.5 grand in the bag. Imagine all the capabilities this man has, technically. Maybe we can see a counter drop to take out Scoot's Expo. Because he doesn't have a lot to defend it. Like, imagine an aggressive drop right now. It would be so good. Are these guys from the drop or from killing sentinels? It must be sentinels because there's no veteran anything else. That's amazing. Okay, we're gearing up to make goblins. There's a 3rd generator as well. Scoot has no more minis. Freaking 2-star heavy guns from sentinel kills. That's amazing. I just noticed that the Twitch bets are 100% towards Darkangel, but someone did put a tiny amount of points on Scoot. So if Scoot wins this, that's going to be a 1.5 thousand X return. 3 stars? 3 stars? No, don't kill them. That's too mean. Ah, the base has been destroyed with the big drop. Beam's completely missing it. What's happening? Why is the beam missing? Dark's still in tier 1. Oh my god. Okay, there's gonna be a defensive drop here. I'm really not sure these guys can actually win that fight. I mean, the tank alone can probably beat these, right? Grunts don't even have EMP. Turrets are focusing the tank. There is anti-vehicle on that. Well, that's helpful for Dark, but I'm not sure he's surviving this. In fact, he knows it and he's going to resign. That's going to be a 4-0 to Scoot. Definitely a tough nut to crack, this guy, and Dark may not be ready yet. But, I mean, he's definitely trying. He's getting there. Just a bit more than he can chew at this moment. Congrats to Scoot. He walks away with 50 quid. Yeah, thanks very much to both of these guys for playing today. I really appreciated it and hope you guys had fun with that also. Now, don't forget to actually, I'll just show you guys once again what the outcome was in total. So we gotta add Darkangel, Yap, and Scoots Cutter here. And then there we go. So Scootman is victorious. 4-0 is confirmed, and we've got these matchups that were used today. Yeah, definitely some weird picks from Darkangel here. I think with the Johnson in the first game, that's a little bit unnecessary. I would have liked him more on Mirage, for example. I think that's a really good map for him in general. And the Vortis on Vault is also a slightly weird idea. I think it's kind of a forced thing that you do it, but it doesn't feel right, you know, like he doesn't synergize that well with the map, in my opinion at least. So maybe those elements could be worked on a little bit more. And the second thing was the spending. And Scoot just did everything pretty much textbook except the shipmaster approach to beating Johnny with the mass printing of Locust. That was really interesting because obviously it counters any spammage of bunkers, but at the same time, because he wasn't pressured, he could get away with pretty much anything, right? So Dark was a little too passive there. Once again, the spending was at fault for the most part. And maybe that could have gone differently, but the Locust definitely was a good counter to what you would expect out of Johnny. So interesting. Maybe we'll get to see more of that going forward. Scoots definitely super solid in every way and keeps his fancy S tier spot for now. Maybe one day somebody will come for it. Anyway, we've got the charity tournament that I really want you guys to sign up to. Let's see actually how many people have already done so. Still only one team signed up. I know you guys like to sign up last minute, and then when we start you're like, oh, can we still join? And the answer is like, no. It's already on the way. We're not gonna reset anything. So yeah, let's please participate in this, all of you. If you are able to, we are giving as many slots as necessary. Our system supports up to 64 teams. Please tell your friends about the charity tournament. Let's donate towards a great cause as well. But if you can't, then just playing is already giving others the opportunity to do it more, because we'll simply be live for a longer time. We'll also be contributing ourselves as part of the event itself on the day, or after the day rather. Will be like a donation multiplier. And this charity tournament will be raising money for, you know, the Penn State Children's Hospital, which at the moment needs life-saving equipment for kids with rare diseases. That's gonna be the plan. Okay, gamers. Let's pay the bills, right? I got to do a little sponsor segment here at the end of the stream. So for Halo Wars people, thank you very much for watching. For YouTube people, I'm gonna say bye-bye at this point, because actually the sponsor keeps causing copyright issues with the live stream. So I'm just gonna not do it this time on YouTube. But the description does have information. So we're gonna be promoting Once Human for the next 40 minutes or so. And yeah, if you guys download that and play for a certain amount of time, again, the details are in the YouTube description section of the live stream and the Twitch About section right below the stream. So feel free to check that out, and please join this tournament that I mentioned.